Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Pokemon Platinum. Last time, we became addicted to gambling, much to my dismay, and social life. I don't think I'll be doing that again, although I did get some good items out of it. This time, we're gonna be going on to Veilstone City Gym. Oh, yes indeedy, it is Dawn here to stop us. Emil, are you gonna take on the gym challenge? Gee, you keep getting tougher and tougher, don't you? Me? Well, I went shopping at the department store and... I mean, well, of course I've been working on my Pokedex, but... The ring is my rolling sea, the towering waves shape me. Crash, crash, crasher, wake! Crash, crash, crasher, wake! I'm the tidal wave of power to wash you away. Put out the fire, crasher, wake! Run from the electricity, crasher, wake! Ah, ah, ah! The ring is my sea. I am so sorry you had to hear that. Hello, dude and young lady. You're challenging the gym leader, are you? Let me tell you now, she's young, but she's a born genius. I tried training with her, and I was stunned by how tough she was. Whoops, I'd better tell you who I am. I'm the triple threat gym leader in Pokemon, wrestling, and song. I bet if my portrayal of you is any indication, your singing voice hurts the worst. Yeah, he's Crasher Wake of Pastoria Gym. We've heard about him already. Around the time that we were in Floroma Town, there was a program about him on the TV, so a bit of foreshadowing there. Also, Dawn, your confidence has gone really well, down. Okay, a lot of people think I don't like Dawn. I actually do. She's just really condescending early game, so I thought I'd make fun of that a little bit. This item, right here. We can't get this yet, and it will taunt you through most of your journey. And if you've never played this before, for all you know, it might not even be good. But it will taunt you nonetheless, in the promise that it may be something good. The Barefoot Fighting Genius. I don't know why they felt the need to specify her fashion sense in there. Maybe she just doesn't like shoes and is very proud of it. Maybe she's in cahoots with Team Galactic if she's in the Galactic headquarters town and she's talking about her fashion sense in her gym title. I don't know. I'm just being weird at this point. So when they were saying Pokemon Gym, they really were not kidding. Basically, you want to hit these punching bags. They'll knock over these piles of tires so that you can move around. And you got these rings that have some trainers in them. Okay. I do want to fight all the trainers, of course, but if I can't avoid them on screen, I definitely will. That didn't last long. We're the Karate Quads. I will strike a blow for courage with my fist or something. Hiya, courage. Now let's get past you. I can't do anything over this way. This gym puzzle, it's not really confusing, I wouldn't say, but you do have to kind of look at it for a second, though at least I do, because the way that those bags are able to move is a little bit strange, as well as the holes in the ground that you can't move over. Oh, I guess they're just kind of saying variations of each other's text. I was like, wait a minute, didn't that guy say that? I guess their theming was kind of lost on me there for a second. Well, you're a required trainer, so I guess I might as well fight you, and wow, I'm gonna have such an easy time here. Okay. Having Acrobat on the team doesn't necessarily guarantee victory, because there's more diversity in moves than you would expect in this gym. But just the fact that I have a poison flying type, quad resisting fighting, and then I have Scythe if there's any sort of problem being a psychic type itself, it's just, I'm not really expecting myself to really have that much trouble with this gym. The only way that I'd really be in trouble is if some move came out of nowhere and knocked out Acrobat, Scythe wasn't able to do anything, and I was stuck having to fight with Clefairy or something, but I don't think we're gonna really have to worry much about that. Besides, maybe Supernova's new Thunderbolt will come through for us in some way. I mean, we're kind of powerful, I'll have to admit. And I've been giving Supernova the experience share lately, too, so there's also that. Didn't get to level 31 off of that, or get a level up on Supernova. Came short by not... What do you mean you came up short, but not by much? Last I checked, my Acrobat never even got hurt, okay? I guess whatever gives him confidence. I shouldn't shoot him down. I actually do personally work out quite a bit myself, as much as I gotta do it this way, don't I? Okay. So I have to do this over here. I have to hit that up. And then I have to punch it to the left, or I guess walking face first into it works too in the way of moving it. Yeah, it does work. I've done it myself. I can't really say that I would recommend doing it again, but hey. Knock those tires out of the way, and now we can get around... I said we can get around this. Yeah, just kind of the perspective of this gym I find a little bit awkward to deal with. I'm sure that it's not something that everyone has trouble with. I'm sure it's really just something that I have trouble with, but it just is something that kind of bugs me nonetheless. Move that to the side, and we get that out of the way. So that's one bundle of tires that is blocking the main path. Need to get past you, spinners! Karate quads, what are you fighting for? Oh, I thought he said tears for a second. I was like, wow, that is surprisingly violent, but no, tears. Hi, Heracross. Meet Acrobat. Go on, shake his hand. Oh wait, Acrobat doesn't have hands. He has wings. How unfortunate for you, Heracross. And now you are dead. Thank you for playing. Goodbye. I'm so stupid. At least we got to level 31 off of that, so I can justify it at least a little bit. And if Supernova gets a level up too, yes, wow, called it, level 33. I'm so hungry, kid. I don't have strength left. I know, exercising on an empty stomach is the worst. You just feel so dizzy, at least I do. I don't know, I keep saying like, this is like this, and then I keep saying like, or at least it's like that for me. I don't know, I'm just being kind of weird there. Push this. I'm learning very quickly that in practice, a 3DS circle pad is not very ideal for doing this gym puzzle with. I know that a lot of people bring that up to me, like, how can you stand to play a DS game or just any kind of 2D game in general with a circle pad? It's so painful, but maybe it's just because the first system I played a ton of was the N64, and that was what really trained me as a gamer when I was a kid. I'm not really bothered by it in most cases. It's just, I prefer the ergonomic positioning of the circle pad over the precision of the D-pad, just because it's in a bit more of an inconvenient spot on the 3DS in particular. Also, I am having way more trouble with this. There I go, delaying time again. I guess when they said they tone your body and mind at the gym, they really weren't kidding, except in my case, I needed it bad. Let's go back over this way to the main path. Now we can walk through the main path. And unintentionally bump that with my face, costing us a few extra seconds. I bet if there's any speedrunners of the 4th generation watching this, they are cringing so hard right now. Hit it a second time. That opens the way so that you can go back along the edges without needing to go through this puzzle or any of this mess. Now, what do these say? A good deed for every day. One day at a time. Treasure every encounter, for it is unique. Should these be backwards, like one day at a time, and then treat everyone like it's unique? I don't know. Okay, so let's think about this. I'm trying to decide who I want to send in first in this battle. Kind of feeling Bodhi. I don't think Bodhi's really going to get much of a chance to fight in this. Well, fight, but we'll try it. We'll open with him. Hello, pleased to meet you. I'm Maylene, and I'm the gym leader. I don't really know what it means to be strong, or how I got to be the gym leader, but I will do the best I can as the gym leader. I take battling very seriously, whenever you're ready. What is it with 4th gym leaders and being like young ones who don't really understand how they became a gym leader? First Flannery and now you. I think Flannery is a little bit cooler, or I guess warmer as it might be. Never mind. Well, after she shoves her foot in our face, she starts off with Metatite, level 28, fighting psychic type, pure power for its ability, so its attack stat is doubled. Drain Punch, Confusion, Fake Out, and Rock Tomb. This thing can be a little tougher than you think it might be. It's not like impossible or anything, but it does have the only special move on her entire team. So if you were expecting to see only physical moves, it can catch you a little bit off guard if you're not surprised for it. Or not prepared for it, not surprised for it, wow. Bodhi, you do a Razor Leaf. I would really like it if you could knock it out in one hit. I don't know if you'll be strong enough. Ah, not even by a long shot. If it was a critical, I definitely would have. Drain Punch is her signature move. You're going to be seeing that a lot in this fight. It restores half the damage that it does, and it's one of the stronger absorption moves. I guess I could have countered back at her with my own absorption move, but it's a little bit too late for that. Never mind, Bodhi, you are an overgrow, and I am so pleased. Didn't get a level up, but who cares? You at least won your battle. Oh, that's very awkward. Okay. Trying to think about what I should do. I think I'll go Acrobat for this. I guess I could have gone Supernova because Fire Blast, but I'm not counting on Supernova to really get in a good hit on this. Lucario is her strongest Pokemon by far. Level 32, fighting Steel type. Steadfast for its ability, so don't go using Bite on it like I do on stuff that you shouldn't flinch. It'll raise its speed. Drain Punch, Metal Claw, Bone Rush, and Force Palm. I figured this was my best bet, as Metal Claw is really the worst thing it can do to me, and even though it is stab, I'm not really too afraid of it. As long as it can't do Bone Rush and get 5 hits on me or something of that nature, wow. Maybe I really didn't. I mean, I was saying earlier that I had a feeling this would be an easy gym battle, but she didn't even heal. I thought for sure by now gym leaders would be using items. I guess she doesn't care that much about fighting as much as she said she did. Her last Pokemon, Machoke. Level 29, fighting type, guts for its abilities. Its attack stat will get doubled if you give it a status condition. Karate Chop, Strength, Focus Energy, and Rock Tomb. I know it's got Rock Tomb, and I know that maybe I shouldn't have stuck with Acrobat because of that, but I've already won this fight. I don't need to worry about it at all. Even if it does get it off, it'll probably miss. Okay, maybe it won't, but maybe I'll live. Wow, I actually didn't think I would. I was just kind of talking out of my ass when I said that. I'm in a bit of a bind, aren't I? Putting it mildly, and I'm still faster than it. Wow. Second gym battle that Acrobat won with one wing tied behind its back, and not just because it has 4 wings. I shall admit defeat. You are much too strong. That was amazing. I just realized I never even fought the other trainers in the gym because I never even needed to go back to heal. That's when I was going to do it. That's how much of an easy time I had on this gym. That was a tough loss. I learned a lot from it. Please accept this gym badge. We get the Cobble badge. I should explain about that official Pokemon League gym badge. With it, you can use the hidden move Fly outside of battle, and what a coinky-dink. We heard that Team Galactic has such a thing. We'll have to beat the crap out of them and take it. Pokemon and trades up to level 50 will now obey us, and we also get TM60. Say it on 3, Drain Punch. Move inflicts damage, and it robs the target's HP. Gotta wonder if there's like a way that you can like punch in karate to like reinvigorate yourself. I guess it does like feel invigorating to like hit stuff, so I don't know. Maybe there's some science to that. I really don't know. I've always been intimidated by martial arts, if I may be honest. I think I was in them for one day when I was a kid, and I got punched in the face the very first day, and I went home crying. Yeah, I'm not exactly a manly person, I'll be honest. That's all we have to do. Hi, Emil. Please, can you help me? Some Team Galactic goons took my Pokedex away from me. I need your help to get it back. I'll be waiting in front of the warehouses. Please come. Well, Dawn, I would help you, but 1, I need to heal, and 2, we need to show the multiplayer feature off for this gym battle, so it's gonna have to wait a little while. That sounds very rude, but it's just kind of the way things are. I knew you'd understand. So I'm gonna heal up really quick, and as per usual, after a gym battle, that is not the only major fight we're gonna be seeing this video. We're gonna be exploring an aspect of multiplayer with a good friend of mine. So how about we cut away and they introduce themselves.
Hey Pokemon fans, Tamashi here. I make Pokemon videos on my channel. You should watch them.
Very straightforward, very quick and easy of what you want. I lay out my demands, you should watch them. Okay, now. In all seriousness, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thanks for having me.
So, I'm heading off into the Union Room because we're going to be doing something a little bit different, I guess, right here. My, how you've aged.
And you've gained weight.
Just throwing around insults here. So, you're playing the Japanese version of the game.
Uh-huh.
You're like Hoshido, or I don't know. I really don't know what you're saying.
Oh, my name in the game is still Tamashi. I think I wrote it in katakana because I borrowed the word.
Should have figured as much. Well, we are here today to do an egg spin. Something that I don't really see done all that often, but I personally really like. Everyone who breeds competitively, you know, they always have like tons of eggs they just have nothing to do with. And when you have those, you can, well, nowadays wonder trade them, but back in the day, you got your friends together and you had a good old-fashioned egg spin. So I've made an egg right here. I know you have one.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, just plops them onto this thing. You can do this up to 5 people and spin.
I'm a little confused. I've never
You hit
done
the
this
button on the
before.
bottom screen and it makes it like spin around more and more.
Okay.
Woohoo! This is actually really cool looking. You get different patterns to make up for there being like more people and stuff. I like how the texture on the thing is just the puffs from the contests.
Can you imagine how sick those embryos must be?
I don't think any baby would survive this, honestly. And what do you know? I got your egg and you got mine. That worked out okay.
Yep.
So that's fairly interesting. There are some other breeding mechanics that can be brought in if you're playing with somebody with another region game. There's the Masada method where you have double the chances of getting a shiny Pokemon if you breed Pokemon that are from 2 different regional games. Not really something you can take advantage of too easily in Gen 4 with online being shut down, but it was still kind of cool to mention nonetheless, especially with this egg spinning. There are some other things that we can do with multiple region games that we'll be seeing later in the game, but yeah.
I feel like I should mention, too, that if you egg spin a foreign Pokemon to this game, it will not hatch into a foreign Pokemon. If you hatch it in your game, it will be a, well, I guess, a native Pokemon.
Yeah, because it has the OT of the person that hatched it in this one.
Right.
But that's really all there is in the way of that multiplayer feature. That was incredibly short. It took far more time for us to make one egg each than it did for us to actually record this.
Well, enjoy your egg.
I am going to enjoy an egg.
Yep.
Anyway, so I guess we should get right to the main event then. Let's fight.
Let's fight.
All right, so your team used to beat Maylene versus mine. Here we go. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
All right, let's do this. To be fair, which Pokemon you lead with and what matchup it does have, it is kind of luck.
Yeah. I guess I didn't even think about reordering my team, so.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Well, let's see. All right, so here we go. I decided to go with a bit of an unusual lead that I can't say I thought I'd be doing. I went with Bodhi.
And I went with Leafeon because it was what was at the top of my party.
Yeah. So, we both start off with grass types. I decided I'm going to set up against her. I figure that Curse could do some good against me when she's so defensive. You go for the switch.
Yeah, I initially thought the Grass Knot would do a little bit more because when I used Grotle, it was murder. But unfortunately, it didn't do enough, and I saw you setting up, so I switched into something more effective.
Yeah, Pelipper was a good switch. It's got a lot of defense, so even after that Curse, I wasn't really able to do much. I basically just decided to go for the Razor Leaf. I had Quick Claw right here, which is why I stayed in, just kind of hoping to get that. I wasn't sure if Bodhi would really be useful later in the fight. It was my lowest level Pokemon, so I was kind of willing to take that chance as opposed to switching to something else and potentially taking a lot of damage, because I didn't really have anything that would be able to resist that wing attack too well.
And I just went for the free switch.
Yeah. So there's the Rampardos. I keep Acrobat out against my better judgment with a huge attack stat and rock-type moves, because I want to confuse it and potentially use that really big attack stat against it. There I get the flinch, and I just keep beating this thing into the ground.
And eventually it was bullied into submission.
Knocks itself out with that huge attack stat. Luckily I hang on with just a little bit more than half my HP, so I could, in theory, take another Ancient Power as well if it used it again. So that was why I stayed in there.
I switched in the Haunter just because I figured the lesser of two evils of what I had left.
Barely hang on right there. It's kind of impressive that the Shadow Ball, it did almost as much damage as that Ancient Power did. Actually,
Yeah.
I think it did 1 damage more. Yeah, you go back to Leaf and you have Quick Attack.
It's my only saving grace.
So there's that. I switch in Supernova, and I'm very happy that I taught the TMs to Supernova that I just did, because, there you go, using Bullet Seed. 2 hits, and I have Fire Blast.
Yeah, that completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting that this early in the game.
Yeah, you were playing the Japanese version. I remember you asked, like, did you use Metronome and seriously get Fire Blast? Because what the heck? And I'm like, no, no Fire Blast.
Yeah, that was not expecting that.
Yeah, well, that was the end of that battle. Good game. That was a lot of fun, actually. I liked your choice of Pokemon a lot. You used a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting.
Thanks. It was a weird team. Not the most effective, but I enjoyed putting it together.
Okay, that's the important part. I'm glad to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, that's it.
Hooray! That wasn't so bad. But I didn't expect you to know Fire Blast this early.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta say, very unique Pokemon. I really like the use of Rampardos. Rampardos' attack is just mean, yo.
Yeah, not this one in particular, but
Yeah.
most of them.
I know you were saying you thought you had some cruddy IVs on it or something like that.
Yeah, it has not been kind to me this playthrough.
I've had mixed success with using Rampardos myself, so I can definitely relate. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for joining me here today.
I had fun even if I lost.
Yeah, that's what's important. You know? Honestly, I love those matches that are just fun, like, even if you lose. Like, even, like, those matches where you feel like you're being backed into a corner, but you have that chance of digging yourself out. And, like, even if you don't quite do it, it's just fun to see how far you can dig out of that hole.
And then just knowing that if I hadn't used Bullet Seed that first turn, I could have gotten you down to, like, 1 in a sliver.
Who knew that Rock Smash would do so much damage, though? Like, wow.
That's why I held off on using it, because I assumed it wouldn't.
Apparently it's really good on Leafeon, question
I
mark?
think it's mostly because it's a Clefairy.
Yeah, I'm sure that has to do with it,
Yeah.
but still.
And it's early game.
If Eviolite was in this game, Clefairy would be such a beast to take down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much.
It's been an honor.
So that was a good time. We had a gym battle. We showed off a new aspect of multiplayer, had yet another guest, and a multiplayer battle. I think as I shined my new Cobble badge, we're gonna end things off here. Wow, my badges got really filthy in the time that I've been away. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, maybe we'll actually help Dawn to get her Pokedex back. I'm sure she'll be okay between now and when the next video is uploaded, right? She's been through worse. See you guys then. Send out O-J.
Rosu.
And, well.
That's a bad matchup.
Yeah. Oh god, glass cannon, yo. Mold breaker, okay. Well, you have a really big attack stat. I'd really love to use that against you.
Aw, man.
I'd really love to use that against you.
I sure hope my luck holds out.
Please RNG, please RNG. Nope, of course not, of course not. Ouch, this is gonna hurt.
I was holding my breath there.
Oh no, this is gonna kill. Like there's no, oh, what? I know Ancient Power is 60, but.
I think my IVs on this are really bad, which is probably why I had such a hard time with this team. But yeah.
Okay, you know what? Flinch!
Ah.
Bite flinch chance is actually pretty good. From what I've seen in this playthrough. Confused. Yes!
Oh, man. You're bullying me.
Confused.
Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Ah.
Done. Wow. Acrobat, you rock. Had a feeling, but I was just like, I'm not gonna switch. I'd rather just stay in.
What? Was that metronome or do you just know Fire Blast?
I just know Fire Blast.
Are you cheating?
No. The Fire Blast TM is for sale in Veilstone City. And my rule is that I don't use one TM. Like, TMs you can only get one of, but if you can buy the TM, I'll use it. So I got Fire Blast for my Clefairy, just thinking it would work for it really nicely.